Hi, this is Dr. Lance Monteau. Today's topic might be a little bit surprising, but I'm going to talk about body image. I think it crossed my mind because it's something that just comes up a lot. It's really in our lives, right? It's, part of our life, such a large part. I will use myself as an example, just because I think a lot of people could probably relate. When I was younger, I was so consumed with how I looked nonstop, and typically I was never happy with how I looked. I was pretty slender growing up, and I hated being skinny, and in my mind I wanted huge muscles and that sort of a thing, and that really drove a lot of the exercising that I did back then at that time, weightlifting. But I was constantly looking in the mirror. I was constantly jumping on the scale and the scale and the mirror can lie to you. They're not always really accurate. Pictures are more accurate, but not so much the mirror, not so much the scale, because it changes. It varies. It's very subjective, right? So then when I changed my focus, over 20 years ago, probably, to the exercise itself. Okay, can I run farther? Can I run faster? Can I go farther on my bike when I'm cycling? Can I swim longer? Can I lift more? Can I get my weights to go up and make that the focus? And then whatever my body does on the side as a secondary, it's nice, certainly, but it's not the main focus. It's just a nice benefit. And that really changed everything. I rarely jump on the scale anymore. And the other thing that happened is I just quit thinking about how I looked. I don't think about how I look. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Imperfection, it's in the eye of the beholder, right? So it's nice to have objective goals. And again, that's your times, your numbers, that kind of a thing. So when I did switch over to powerlifting exclusively for a while, that was very gratifying, because you either get stronger or you don't, so if you are improving, and that's really, it's tremendous. There's no arguing, that you've improved. So just a little thought that I had today. I hope you are doing well, and have a good day. Bye.